Hi, this is Michael Orl from MobileBurn.com. Today I have with me the HTC Amaze 4G for T-Mobile USA. It's available now for $259.99 on a 2-year contract. Okay, so let's take a look at the contents of the Amaze 4G's box. Actually, we have a phone, power button up top. I'll start that up and stick it over here. See what else we have in the box. It's quite similar to the Galaxy S2's box. Got a startup guide, recycling program information, and warranty and terms and conditions. Not much else in here other than the cable and the charger. Cool little white charger there. Matching white micro USB cable. Micro USB connector there. It's actually a HTC's version of micro USB, and regular end can plug into your PC, laptop, or this charger, and that goes directly into the phone itself. No included headset or anything like that. So let's power up the device with the power button up top. Unlock it. You can see we've got a 4.3-inch touchscreen. That's a QHD resolution, which means it's 540 pixels by 960 pixels. That's a quarter of a full 1080p HD. Touch-sensitive controls at the bottom for home, menu, back, and search. Take a look at the edges of the device, and you see on the left-hand edge we've got a micro USB port. Up top, there's a 3.5mm headphone jack and the power standby button. On the right hand edge, power control, and the two dedicated buttons here. This one starts the video camcorder, and this one starts the camera. It's a dual stage button, so you press it halfway to get focus and the rest of the way to take the actual photo. Nothing too much to see except for the microphone pinhole at the bottom and the release for the back of the device. I'll show you that a little bit later. On the rear of the device we have the 8-megapixel camera with a dual LED flash. You see a speaker grill right here. It's a white matte finish plastic, and then we have a metal body piece right here, which is pretty cool looking. I'm not usually a fan of white devices, but this one's pretty nice looking. If you look closely, you can see the 2-megapixel forward-facing camera right above the T-Mobile logo. You can also get a better look at the display. It's a Sony Super LCD unit, pretty bright, not as colorful maybe as the Super AMOLED Plus displays from Samsung or even LG's new Nova display, but still very nice in its own right. I'm going to press the release button here and show you how it's not just a rear cover, basically it's a rear shell. Everything comes off, and there's antenna built into it. It's an NFC capable device. There's also an NFC antenna in here. Hopefully we'll see support for the T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, ISIS mobile payment system. See an awful lot of antenna contacts back there, much more interesting than a normal rear cover on a device. Micro SD memory card slot sits next to the SIM card slot, so you can take the 16 gig of internal storage and bump it up by another 32 with that card. In terms of processing, we've got a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon processor to speed things along. Not as fast as the Galaxy S2 for T-Mobile, though. In benchmark comparisons, the Galaxy S2 is much faster than the HTC. In spite of the fact that they're both running similar processors. Jump into settings. You can see naturally we have Wi-Fi support using it right now, but there's also HSPA plus 42 connectivity, so you can see peak download speeds when you're in a good coverage zone with proper backhaul. You can probably see up to 20 megabit per second download speeds, which is pretty impressive. You can see we've got portable hotspot support as well, NFC, and USB tethering is on top of that. The Galaxy S2 did not have USB tethering. Go all the way down to the About Phone, and I'll take a look at the software information here. You see we're running 2.3.4 of Android Gingerbread, Sense 3.0. And here's the battery status screen for the 1730 milliamp hour battery. You can also get the Gingerbread system that shows you what's been using battery on the device, including a graph showing how long Wi-Fi's been on and the screen and charging, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to demonstrate the camera here. I'm going to press the shutter button to bring up the camera, and you notice that it refocuses automatically whenever I move it. And the only indication that you get that it's taking a photo is that the on-screen menu disappears for a split second. You can switch to video mode by tapping that button here. You can also quickly switch to video mode by pressing the record button. It immediately goes into video mode and starts actually recording the video right away. I'm going to stop it there, and I can pull up the menu, and you can see that right now we're recording in QHD mode, which is the resolution of the display, but I'm going to go into full HD mode instead, and I'm going to start that up. So now we're recording in full 1080p video. I'll press stop, and we'll jump into the player and take a quick look at it. So now we're recording in full 1080p video. I'll press stop. There you go. Take a look at the home screen here. You can see we can either pinch or press the home button to get an overview of all 7 home screen panels. You can of course flip them manually. Pull up the lock screen so you can see how that works. What you can do is either drag the ring up to the top of the screen, or drag one of these configurable shortcuts down into the ring, at which point it automatically loaded that application. In this case it's the text messaging app. You can see our inbox here. Have some new messages. Take a look at the graphical effects on the kind of looks like post-its with the edge flipped up. It's a really quite a pleasing look to it. In any case, text input here is handled by T9 Trace. It's kind of like Swype, but quite honestly not as good. Let's see, works similarly, but not as fluidly. And you can see we can just send it off here or attach a message or an image or a video or something like that for a picture message. If I pull down the notification area, you see we have new notices for email. You can't clear out individual notifications, but I can clear them all. There's also a separate tab down here for quick settings, so you can hit all your normal settings, and recently access applications here as well. So for example, I can jump directly into the calendar, switch through some of the views, all quite attractive. Jump back down and maybe go to the task manager, and you can see that you have the ability to kill off individual applications this way, or kill all.